Hi, we are using Make the Cut Beta 3, and I am going to help someone fix a foul with. I'm going to move to the center of the mat, and I'm also going to larger mats, and I'm going to go to contrast so that we'll be able to see the colors better. Now here's a split has already been done on this file. So you can see that we already have our shadow layer into its own layer, and then we also have two other layers that we'll deal with in a moment. So for now, I'm going to rename this shadow layer. And then I'm just going to go ahead and close the eye on it as we're finished with it. And then I'm also going to turn off this layer for now, the red layer, because I can see with this one there's a few pieces in here that don't belong in the eye layer. So I'm just going to right click and do a shape magic, and I'm going to do a split to get those pieces out of there. Now we can leave the eyes as they are and go ahead and send them to their own layer and close them since we're finished. And now we're ready to open up our layer again. This layer actually needs to have a break done on it so that we can individually select those pieces. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to hold down the Shift key and select the bottom pieces of our stocking. And I'm just going to click this little plus to send them to their own layer. Now they're red, and that's the color that we already want them to be. So I'm just going to relabel this red. And then we'll close the eye on this layer as we're finished with it. Now the top of her stocking, she said she would like to have white. So I'm going to select the two pieces for that. Then I'm going to send them to their own layer. Relabel this as white. And then we'll change the color on those. And also close the eye since we're finished with those pieces. Now we have our little puppy dog here that we need to make brown. So holding down the Shift key, I will select pieces of our puppy dog and send them to their own layer as well. And then we'll make them brown, and we'll label this puppy, and then we'll close that eye. Now you see we have our little nose left, so we'll send it to its own layer, label it as nose, and then we'll turn it to pink. And we'll close it because we're done with it also. Now we have these pieces of our ribbon left. And you can make these whatever color you'd like. I'm going to send them all to their own layer. And then I'm also going to do a shape magic and a join to get those little pieces into there. Now you can see we lost our coloring, but that's okay. We can go back over here, and I'll just make those green. And I will label this the green layer. So now we have all of our pieces done. If I close this, you'll see that we don't have any more pieces. So I'm going to go down to here, and I'm going to delete these empty layers that we don't need. And I'm going to click on the eye, and I'm going to tell it to show all. Now you can see we can't see our eye. And the reason being is because the layer is underneath the puppy dog layer. So we are just going to move it to the top so that they will appear. Now dog is red, and we could cut him as he is. Although you can tell it looks like somehow it's shifted, so we can move that down. And I'm just using the arrow keys to get him down so that the shadows shows better on the screen. There you go. That looks better. So we have all of this. Now, since this is all just a black layer, what we could do, I'll do a copy. Well, let me just show you real quick. We can select his puppy dog head layer, and we can also go in here and select this eye layer by holding down the Shift key in the browse. Now if you click a Control and J on that to join it, you're going to lose your color, which you'll see you can go back in and get that. This will keep you from having to cut the little eye layer that you had in there. Instead it will cut it out of the puppy dog's head, and we'll put it back into shadow shine. See it there, but with the shadow underneath there, you'll be able to see your black shadow layer, so it'll keep you from the small part. I hope this helps you to finish up your image, and if you have any more questions, just let me know.